Welcome to our first DC Miniatures game battle report. In this battle, we pit Superman and the Justice League against Steppenwolf and his vile henchmen to take over two power zones that show up in Metropolis. Who will control the power zones at the end of the game? First, let's review the forces for Steppenwolf and his vile henchmen.
Alright, John, this is your 60-point list of bad guys. Tell me about it.
It's mostly just models that I had painted for this, because I wanted to make sure that we had a good look to the report.
Right. And
I also wanted to make sure that I got I really like the sculpts of both the new Poison Ivy and the new King Shark, so I really wanted to get them on the table.
Yeah, fairly new releases for Night models there, and they look fantastic, and I really love the way you painted up your King Shark in particular. He looks fantastic. So yeah, we always play painted, so we wanted to make sure that we've done that. And you've played one game with Steppenwolf before with the Parademons, right?
Yeah, and I was still kind of getting the hang of it with him, but I think for his level, I think he's really good.
He's really, really solid, yeah. Okay, so lots of flame-breathing parademons and some Black Manta. You know, he's actually got Master Combat?
Master Fighter.
Master Fighter, that's right. Okay, yeah, so here's these are the bad guys, and let's go talk about the Justice League.
Let's review the forces for the Justice League.
Right, this is the force I picked for Justice League. I've got several heroes painted, but I don't have quite enough heroes painted to make a 60-point list that I didn't have, haven't played before. So I substituted Black Orchid, one of John's models, and so thank you, John, for letting me borrow Black Orchid. I tried to go with a little bit of iconic Justice League here with Superman, Flash, Aquaman, and Green Lantern. I really love Superman. He's pretty expensive, but I think he hits like a hammer. And I'm just absolutely in love with the Flash and Hal Jordan Green Lantern. One of the things that I love about this game is that the miniatures really play exactly like you would expect them from the comic books or the movie. So expect to see some green constructs out there, and the Flash is zipping around punching people and stunning them. So overall, that's my Justice League list, and we're going to go on to talk about the scenario and deployment. And welcome to our first video battle report of the DC Miniatures game. I've got my trusty opponent John here to take the villains, and I'm going to be taking the Justice League. So we've already gone over the forces, and we'll be talking about the scenario. The scenario that we've selected for our first battle report is called Power Zones. So John, why don't you tell us a little bit about this scenario?
The description for the rulebook is 2 power zones appear. The characters must go inside to control the strange power. Game length is 6 turns. So you start by placing the 2 power zones that are placed on the right side of the map. Right,
so we've got the power zones listed, or marked by those 2 blast templates there.
And those are deployed 4 inches in from the corner.
Right.
Then our 2 forces are both going to deploy in 5-inch squares on the opposite side of those edges.
So the Justice League will deploy over here, and Steppenwolf and his Carnival of Chaos will be deployed over there.
The way you win this game is you have to move models into the power zone. And to do that, when the model hits the edge, you have to roll 2d8 and add its power stat. If the result is higher than 15, you can move into the power zone. You can only try that roll once per turn. If a model is thrown or pushed, then at the edge of it, they also have to make that roll. If they fail, then the model immediately stops at the edge of the zone. Right.
So you've got to, it's not just a given that you get into the power zone. You've got to do a little bit of work to get in there. So it's not just a given where you can pile in. Okay. Tell me about victory points.
Well, those power zones, if you are the only player to have models inside one power zone at the end of the ground, you get 2 victory points. You get 1 victory point if you own the only models inside both power zones at the end of the round. I'm assuming that would add up to the ones you get from controlling the other zones. You get 1 victory point when you incapacitate an enemy with power 10 or more. So in this case, that would be Steppenwolf and Superman.
Right.
And if you manage to keep all of your models alive till the end of the game, you get a victory point.
Gotcha. Okay, so we'll list that out on the screen here. Hopefully you were able to follow along. The mission that we're playing again is Power Zones. That's in the main rule book. So now we are going to move to setting up our activation dice, and we are going to deploy our forces, and we'll be right back. Okay, we are going to roll off for deployment. Here we go. I'm the red die, and John is the copper die.
7.
8. So that means I have won the decision for deployment and side and first deployment. So we're going to go ahead and deploy and come back. Okay, John, you have deployed your forces and I have deployed mine. Since I won the deployment round, I deployed over here, just like this, Superman, Flash, Green Lantern, and Aquaman in my deployment zone. I deployed Black Orchid over there, since she's got the Infiltrator special rule. We did a house rule because it wasn't clear in the rules of the scenario that you cannot deploy within the power zone, since you have to do a willpower roll to get inside of it. But, you know, when you activate, you can go in and try to get that, score that zone. So, John, tell us about your deployment.
Oh, God. I had a limited deployment because of the base size of my model.
Yeah, you got a lot of big bases.
Yeah, I've got the bulk of my force in there. I wanted to kind of keep a Steppenwolf where you can go out and hopefully give leadership buffs to other models.
Right.
And I think a King Shark's probably going to be the first model I want to get stuck in.
Yep.
And then my Parademons have the Advanced Force special rule, so they can deploy 10 inches outside my deployment zone.
Okay.
So I wanted to get them a leg up, as they could be the first thing that could get over towards Black Orchid.
Right.
So they're not ideal for that role, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have deployed. We know the scenario, so now we're going to start with first turn. Okay, turn one. John has won the selection for first person to activate this turn. So, John, what are we going to do? Who are we going to activate?
I'm going to activate King Shark.
Okay.
And the first thing that happens is because he is within proximity to Steppenwolf, Steppenwolf's leadership ability triggers. So King Shark gets +1 power.
Okay.
So that gets him up to power 8. And I'm going to go ahead and he is speed 6-9. I'm going to go ahead and run him the full amount here, so that will cost 2 power. And he will be able to run 9 inches.
Okay, running 9. Heading on over.
Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend 2 more power for his Advanced Pounce ability.
Right.
Which gives him an extra 6 inches of movement.
Right. He's almost a speedster in a lot of ways.
And he's got wall crawling too, which is interesting.
Does.
So that gets him a decent amount across the board here.
Sure does.
And he still has 4 power in the bank, and that's his turn.
Okay. So over to my activation. The first one I'm going to activate is Superman. So I'm going to spend 3 power for him to fly. Take him down to 7. And he can fly 15 inches. Just going to put him right about...
Looks like he's making a play for that zone there.
He really is. So we're going to put him right there. Okay, so I'm just going to leave Superman right there and pass on to the next activation to John. All right, John, what's next?
Next, I'm going to activate Poison Ivy.
Okay.
And she is again in proximity to Steppenwolf, so she's normally power 7, but she gets +1 power for being uninjured, so 8. And she gets +1 more power for being close to Steppenwolf, so she is power 9.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and have her move. And her speed is normally 4-7, but being uninjured, she also has +1 speed. So I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 power to move her full rate.
Okay.
And she will move. With that +1 speed, she'll move 8 inches.
Put her right about there?
Yep.
Okay.
Not as fast as the king, but...
No, he's really fast. All right, John, anything else with Poison Ivy?
Not at this point, no.
Okay, over to the Justice League. Okay, I am going to activate Aquaman, and he is at power 9 right now. So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to run, bringing him down to 7. And he can run 8 inches. So not the fastest fish in the sea. Wah, wah. So we'll put him right there. Alright, and he will do water manipulation, where he can place a 4-inch template. We're just going to use this because I don't have a 4-inch template on me, but we can measure it when it becomes necessary. So that's going to cost him 1, and that's a once per turn, so he'll do 6. Go down to 6 power, and he can place that within 8 inches of anywhere, completely within 8 inches, so I'll put that right about there. And that's his turn. All right, John, your activation, what's up?
I'm going to activate Black Manta.
Okay.
And he gains 1 power from proximate Steppenwolf, and then I'm going to spend 2 points
to
have him do his full move run. And for him, he has 5-9 movement. So he will be able to go I'll put him about through here.
Okay. Yeah, just drop him right there.
Yeah.
Black Manta.
Yep.
Okay. Is he going to do anything else?
Nope.
All set. All right. Jockeying for position mostly at this point. Okay, over to the Justice League. All right, I'm going to activate Green Lantern. He is at power 9 right now. He is going to fly, so that's going to take 6 power. Oh, excuse me. That's going to take 3 power, taking him down to 6. Sorry. And he flies a big 12 inches. So we're going to go up to about here. Help his buddy Superman. All right, John, what's next?
I'm going to activate Steppenwolf.
Okay.
He has 11 power. I'm going to spend 2 of it to run. He has a 6/9 movement.
Okay, so he's going to run 9.
Yep. And that'll put him, let's see, that's about 7 here. And 2 more will put him here. So I can keep him in proximity to my models and keep that leadership buff going on.
Right. Anything else for him?
That'll do it.
All right, so Steppenwolf and crew kind of hanging out over there. Got King Shark moving up. All right, back over to the Justice League, just with the Flash and Black Orchid left to activate. All right, next up for me, I'm going to activate Black Orchid. She's currently at power 7, so I'm going to spend 1 point to walk into the zone, but I've got to roll 2d8 and add my power stat, which is 7. So 2d8 plus 7, and I've got to get 15 or higher.
To get higher than 15.
Higher than 15, excuse me. Higher than 15 to get into the zone. So 5 plus 7, that's not going to do it.
No.
So she's just going to, she can't do anything, and I've already moved, so that is her activation. All right, well, since I failed to get into the zone with Black Orchid, which is a bummer, she spent 1 power to move, so I'm going to spend 4 power to put up her once per turn force field, which gives me +2 to resistance on both physical and energy. All right, John, what's next?
Next, I'm going to activate a Parademon number 3, which is
Parademon number 3, okay. Let's call him Joe.
Yes. I think he's the slowest of the Parademons. He is. So he has 7 power. He's going to go ahead and spend 2 of that.
Okay.
So he can make a run. So I'll take him down to 5. And his speed is 4/7. So I'll move 7 inches up.
Okay.
So let's see here. That's about 4.5. So that'll put him about here. And that's his turn.
Okay, my last activation is going to be with Barry Allen, the Flash. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 points to run. And he's got phase, so he can go right through this. So that's going to drop him right at that tail light of the police car. Okay, and then I'm going to spend, since he is a agile character, he can spend 2 more points to run again. So that puts him at 5. And he's going to try to run into the zone. Plenty of room. So I'm just going to stop him right there at the edge, and then I'm going to do my my roll. So 2d8, and I've got to add his power stat of 9. I've got to beat 15, so that means I need to roll a 7 on 2 dice. No problem. 6 and a 5.
There's the other one. Yep.
Yep. So he is actually in the zone. Dink. Right there. All right, and that's my turn. All right, John, what's next?
Parademon number 2 is going to go.
Number 2.
So he has 6 power. He's going to spend 2 points, take him to 4.
And
he is going to run upwards. So he is movement of 5/8. So he's going to charge up 8 inches.
8 inches, all right.
So that'll put him about here.
All right. Running up. Okay, and since I am out of models to activate this turn, John, I think let's just continue with you. I assume you've got one more Parademon you want to do something with.
Yep, that's Parademon number 1.
All right.
6 power.
The dude with the wings.
Yep, he's going to spend 3 of his to fly. So he flies at 13 inches.
Okay.
And since he's flying, he can...
Yeah, just fly over the, what you call it.
Oh, he's right just short.
Okay.
Hand-to-hand with Orchid.
Now, does he have any hand-to-hand attacks that are more than just fisticuff range?
He has a fire breath, but...
right, because of her force field, it might not be very effective.
I would have to get a critical hit for it to actually inflict damage. It would do 1 point.
Gotcha.
So, but he also, though, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Because he has a rule that does not allow him to use defensive improvements. So keeping
Might
extra
as well.
power for the parademon is a waste of time.
It's funny. I was just going to say you might want to keep some of those for defensive purposes, but it seems like since he can't, then you might as well just go for broke.
Yep.
Again, the models play exactly like you might expect them in the comics or in the movies. Black Orchid already has her force field up, but I'm gonna spend 1 point to boost her defense on energy. Let's see if I can find the one. Here we go. So she is now defense 19 with resistance 2 to energy attacks. So John, what do you need to roll?
I'm attack 5, so I need to get a 15 to hit, and it's also got to be a critical.
You got to roll.
I gotta roll 8s.
You gotta beat 19, so you gotta roll 20. So you need 10 or higher.
But I've got to get a critical.
No, you need 15 or higher.
I need 15. I need 8s.
Oof, you need double 8.
This isn't good. So.
It could happen. What happens?
Nope.
No. A 4 and an 8 looks like?
Yep.
All right. Well,
so
you tried.
17 total, no crit, so no damage.
All right, no crit and no damage. Yep. All right. Okay, I think that is turn, right? All right, we're going to go draw from the dice bag to see who goes first on turn 2. So we're at the end of turn 1. We'll do some quick scoring. Nobody is in that zone. And we've got the Flash in this zone, so I score 2 points. John, I don't think you have any models in any zones, so it's 2-0 at the end of turn 1. We're going to move on to turn 2. Okay, so the Justice League won the dice pick for turn 2. So I'm going to start with activating Barry Allen. I don't really like him so close to King Shark, even though I can bump up his defenses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 points to run up to him. He can phase right through the car. And then we are going to try to do a stun attack.
Okay. What is that attack?
So he spent 2 to run.
Yep.
Yep. So he attacks. So his attack is 7, and he's going to do a kinetic burst, which is costs 2 points, and it does stun 1. But since he can kinetic charge it, which adds +1 to the stun value. So basically it's a 2-point damage stun 2.
Okay. And is that a physical attack?
It is an energy attack.
Okay, that's a good thing to attack King Shark with.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 power to
boost your stuff.
my defense stat here.
Okay.
So King Shark is normally 16 on energy, so that will take him up to 18.
Okay, and I will overload that. So that's going to cost me 3. This is going to take me down to 4. All right, so he is attack 7, and your defense what?
18.
So I need 12 on 3 dice to hit you.
12.
12 exactly.
Bare minimum. Yep.
All right, so that does stun 3 to you and 2 points of damage. That's stun 2 damage, not stun 3. I misquoted that. So Barry Allen is now at power 4. He's done 2 points of stun to King Shark. Now we are going to get the heck out of dodge. We're going to spend... you know what? He's going to do 1 more attack with the same thing, a kinetic burst. I'm not going to overload it, so I need 12 on 2 dice.
Yep.
Didn't do it.
Miss.
And then I'm going to spend 2 more points and phase through the wall.
What does that leave his stack on?
0.
Okay.
Leaves him at 0.
Hopefully he's in a safe spot back there.
Yeah, we're going to put him... Stay away from me! Alright, that is Barry. Alright, John, first activation for you on turn 2. What do you want to do?
I'm going to activate Poison Ivy.
Ooh, the Poison Ivy.
She gets +1 of power from leadership.
Yep.
For Steppenwolf.
For Steppenwolf, yeah.
I'm going to have her run, so that takes her down to 7.
Okay.
And she is normally speed 7, but she has +1 speed because she's on injure.
Okay.
So I'm going to have her move up. And
Going to hug that building there?
Yeah, I'm going to have her hug the building right about here.
Okay. Got your Poison Ivy right there. Okay.
Then I'm going to have her use plants, which costs 0. She can do it once a turn. So she can place up to 3 plant markers within range.
Okay. And the range is what?
8 inches.
8 inches, gotcha.
And just so you know, if you move a model on top of the plant's just removed from the board.
Gotcha, okay. So like you stepped on it or something.
Yeah. So I'm going to put 1 plant right about here.
Okay.
And I'm going to place a 2nd plant right about here.
Gotcha.
And I have a 3rd plant, but I don't really know anything to do with it yet.
Okay.
But I can throw it down anyways, I guess. Sure.
Up to you.
No, I'll just hold it in reserve.
Okay. All right, and I assume you want to do something with those plants.
I do.
They're not just for the Justice League to look at and smell.
Now, the first one that I'm going to do is I'm going to do Springling Spores, which costs IV 3.
Okay.
So that does a spray attack. And I'm going to put that onto GL here.
Okay. Okay, so he's doing the spray, and so that's an agility roll for me to see if I take half damage. Green Lantern's agility is 8, so I got to roll 8 or lower. Nope, so he takes
2 points of damage and stun 3.
Stun 3, okay. Green Lantern just took 2 points of damage and took 3 power points off of him with a stun, so that's brutal. All right, anything else?
Yes, I'm going to have her spend 2 power.
Okay.
And because I put that other plant close to Soups, she's going to attempt to use Paralyzing Roots on Soups.
Okay.
So the target cannot move until the end of the turn unless they pass an agility test.
Okay. Okay, so for the Paralyzing Roots, I need to roll an agility roll to see if Superman can actually move this turn. Nope, so he is frozen in place. That doesn't mean he can't activate, he just can't move.
He's paralyzed.
Right, okay. Okay, next up I'm going to activate Aquaman. He's going to spend 2 energy, or 2 power, excuse me, to move up to here. Then he's going to do a spray attack on that Parademon. Once per turn, cost me 3. So
what's the name of that spray?
That spray is called Sonic Attack. Sonic Attack. So we'll do that. Clips him with that. And so that is a cost 3, damage 2, spray attack, dazzle 1. So you need to roll an agility test to dodge that. Okay, so rolling your agility roll against that sonic attack, you need what?
7s.
7s, okay.
Nope.
Nope, so you take 2 points of damage, and you're dazzled.
But I have resistance energy, so I take 1 damage.
Correct. All right, so 1 damage and dazzled. John, your activation, what do we want to do?
I'm going to activate Parademon number 3.
Okay, which one again?
That one.
Okay, that dude?
Yep.
Yep.
So he has power 7. I'm going to spend 2 of that so that he can run, and he runs 7 inches.
Okay. You just measure it up, and I'll tell you where he is. Right there?
Yep.
Put him right there. There you go. All right.
And I think I'm going to breeze some...
You going to try to get Aquaman?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for Aquaman. Otherwise, I have to make a willpower check to attack Orchid.
To attack Orchid, because she has not activated yet.
Except I can't damage Aquaman because he's resistance 2.
Correct.
So I'll do Orchid.
Why not?
Yeah, so I have to make a willpower check.
Okay.
In order to attack, or the attack fails, so I still have to spend my power on it.
You still do, yep.
So that takes him to power 2.
Okay.
And I need to get a 7 or less.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope. No, well.
Yeah, pretty good roll, too.
Ah.
Okay.
What can you do?
Yep, that's turn.
That's activation of that guy. All right, over to the Justice League. Okay, next up for me, I am going to activate Black Orchid. There is never going to be a better time for her to use her Once a Gamer, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. So she's going to not move for the moment. So she's got a Once a Game attack called Pheromones. It costs me 5, so it's going to take me down to 2 power. And it is a mental attack, and it does damage 3 and it does stun 5. So that will definitely do some work. So John, I think you need to take some agility rolls to see whether or not you take half damage or full damage.
So let's start with the Parademon number 1, the one with the wings.
Okay.
So they are agility of 7.
Okay, so 7 or lower.
Nope.
Okay.
We'll go then to the next one. So that is a Parademon number 3, and his agility is also 7.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
And then lastly, we have Parademon number 2, whose agility is also 7. Made it.
Okay. And he has not activated this.
He is not activated.
Okay, so these two guys take stun 5 and 3 damage.
Okay.
And this guy takes no stun and takes 1 damage because you round down.
Yep.
All right. So she still has 2 power left, so I'm going to try to walk into the zone. And again, I need to get 15 or higher.
Higher than 15.
Sorry, higher than 15 with a power roll, which her default power is 7. So that means I need
9.
9, right?
Yep.
On 2 dice. Nope.
Nope.
Didn't do it. Okay, so that is her activation.
I'm activating Parademon number 1, who's going to use his 1 remaining power.
Which is the dude with the wings, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So he's going to move, and he can move 5. So he's going to move up, and he's going to try to scoot past Black Orchid here.
Okay, and hop in the zone?
Yeah, he's going to try to hop in the zone.
Okay, so yeah, you just have the power you spend for your move is the power you spend to try to get in the zone.
Yep.
So now you've got to get higher than 15 on 2 dice plus your
And he is
power
power
stat.
6, so I have to get a 10 on 2 dice.
God, okay. Here we go!
Nope.
Bummer. All right, so
1 to
he's
7.
on the edge of the zone.
Yep.
Okay, so that was your activation. Moving on back to the Justice League. So I'm going to go ahead next and activate Green Lantern, and he's going to fly. He was stunned the turn before, so he's got 6 power. He's going to go down to 3 power after he flies. Where's 3? There it is. Okay, and so he's just going to fly over here. He's going to stand. He's going to stand on top of that, and then I am going to spend 2 points to put on my energy field, which gives me +2 resistance to both energy and physical damage. So that leaves him at 1 point of power left. And that is his activation.
He's only got 4 power this turn, but he is close to Steppenwolf, so that takes him to 5.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and run him, so that gives him 3 power remaining, and he can run 9 inches. So that puts him about here.
Okay.
He does have wall collar, so he can go right over the car without any issues.
Yep.
Then I'm going to have him do a pounce, advanced pounce.
Okay.
So that takes him to 2, and I'm going to try to enter the zone here.
Gotcha.
So his power isn't great, power 7, so he needs a 9 to get into the...
Gotcha.
Nope.
No. Bummer.
Yeah.
It's hard to get in those zones.
Yeah, it's the weakness of this list.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
All right, so that is his turn.
Yep, that's King Shark's turn.
All right, we're going to go back over to the Justice League. I've left is Superman, and I'm actually going to pass the turn, so I'll hand it back over to John. All right, John, what's next?
I'm going to activate Parademon number 2.
Okay, is that the guy in the back?
Yep.
All right.
He has 6 power. I'm going to spend 2 of that
To run?
to run. Run over, let's see here, he runs 8 inches.
Gotcha.
I'll try to throw a Orchid if I can. I don't think I have a power for it though. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So I'm going to run over here.
That costs you 2.
Yep, I'm going to try to throw Orchid.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to spend Black Orchid's remaining power to boost her defense up to 19. And so you want to do a grab and throw, so that's a what?
So I'm power 5. I'm going to attack 5, so I would need a 15. Because it doesn't matter to keep any stack on a Parademon, I'm going to go ahead and overcharge it. So I need 15 on 3 dice.
15 on 3 dice.
13. Nope.
Oh, so close.
Yeah.
So close. All right, no dice there. Okay, so the last action, or the last model I have to activate is Superman. I passed last turn, so I can't pass again. He has been frozen in place with Poison Ivy's plants, and so he can't move. He's got no targets in range of his thermal vision. So basically, he's just gonna hang out and enjoy the scenery. All right, John, what's next?
I'm going to activate Black Manta.
Black Manta. All right.
So he's currently power 7, but he got +1 power for being on his point of endurance.
Steppenwolf, yeah.
And +1 for being close to Steppenwolf. So that takes him to 9.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 points of that to get him to run. So running, he is a speed 9.
You run that away.
And I'm going to go ahead and have him pounce for 1 more. Let me get him moved here. So the pounce takes him to 6. And that allows him to move 4 inches.
Okay.
We're going to live dangerously here with the Manta.
Mm.
And I'm going to go ahead then and use this once a turn game effect, Death Ray Superman.
Okay. Okay, John, so Black Manta is going to do a... Which attack is he going to do?
I'm going to have him use his daily on Superman because it's irresistible.
Okay.
So he's going to go ahead and use his Death Ray.
Okay, so I will spend 1 point to... Is that an energy?
It is energy.
Okay, I will spend 1 point to boost my energy defense. So my energy defense now is 17.
So I am attack 7, so I need an 11.
You need an 11.
I'm also a master fighter.
So you get to re-roll 1 of those dice.
Yep.
Okay.
But you know what? This is a daily, so I'm going to go ahead and spend down a stack, and I'm going to go ahead and overcharge.
Overcharge. Okay. Here we go.
So that is a 2, a 5, and an 8. So that is a 15 total. So that is a hit.
Okay. So that's a hit. What are you're doing a reroll because you got Master Fighter, right?
Master Fighter, I'm going to go for a crit.
Fish for a crit. Yeah, there's no way you can miss.
Nope. Made it a little worse, but still hits.
Still hits.
Yeah.
All right, so that does how many points of damage?
4 points.
4 points of damage to Superman. Because it's irresistible.
It's Pierce 3, but there's no other targets behind him. So.
Right. Okay. Okay, so you still have one more model?
I have Steppenwolf.
Okay, what are we going to do with him?
First up, we're going to have him run. So he's got 11 power, so that takes him to 9.
Yeah.
And his movement is 6'9", so he'll move 9 spaces. So that takes him about to here.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
And he doesn't have any other movement shenanigans.
Okay.
I do have some other abilities I'm going to start needing to use because it looks like we're going to start coming to blows here next turn.
Hopefully.
He does some good buffs with friendly models, so I'm going to start trying to take advantage of some of that. But I do not think I have anything in range this turn, so that will end it for Steppenwolf.
Okay, and that's everybody's models?
Yep.
Okay, and we've got nobody in zones this turn, so the score remains 2-0. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to re-rack our power levels. All right, so Superman is now very much anti-botanist, so we're going to activate him first. So he's going to spend 3 power to fly. So that puts him at 7. And so we already pre-measured this, but it's well within his fly range. So he's going to go fly and hang out with Poison Ivy. And I think we're going to do some super punch action. So I am going to use energy and overload that punch. So he's going to do a 3-dice attack.
I'm going to go ahead and spend a point of power to charge up the defense here on Ivy.
Okay, sounds good. So he is attack 7.
Ivy's defense is 15 with a +2 bonus. That takes her to 17.
So I need to get an 11?
Yep.
Okay. 11 on 3 dice.
12.
12, I think we got there.
Yep.
So, unfortunately, I didn't get a crit, but that is a super punch, so that overloaded is 6 points of damage. All right, John, over to you. What's next?
Next, I'm going to activate Poison Ivy.
Okay, probably sensible.
She gets +1 power for proximity to Steppenwolf.
Okay.
That takes her to 8. I'm going to go ahead and have her run. So that takes her to 6.
Right. Run away!
And she's only running 7 now.
Okay.
So we're going to have her run. I'm going to have her run back to about here.
Okay. Now, okay, so you've moved Poison Ivy over there. Now you want to replace some plants. So the rules say you've got to pick up the ones you've got and then place the new ones wherever within range.
Yeah,
right.
So I'm going to put one right here.
Okay.
So that I can be close to
Flash.
to Flash.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go ahead and drop one right next to Soups.
Okay.
Keeping right on it.
Okay. All right.
So next up, Ivy's going to spend 3 of her power stack to use one of her daily abilities on Soups.
Okay, the same spray?
Nope.
Okay.
That's a round ability. I'm going to use Mortal Kiss,
Mortal Kiss.
which is a magic attack.
Magic! And you cannot boost your defenses on magic, so Soup's magic stat is 13.
So Ivy needs a 6 to hit, and I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 more power. As much as I want to put a shot onto Flash, I think this is more important.
Ooh.
Let's see, where's the 2? There it is. Want to make sure this connects.
Yep.
So I need a 7 to hit on 3 dice.
Got it.
So
Okay.
attack is 7.
Right.
No, attack is 6, sorry.
Right, because you need to beat the score.
Yep.
Yep.
10.
Okay.
It's a crit.
And it's crit. Okay, so what does that do?
Well, it's a magic attack, so it bypasses his defense. It does 5 damage plus 1 because of the crit, so Soups just took 6 damage.
Gotcha. Anything else on Ivy?
Nope, I think she's done.
Okay, we're going to go back over to the Justice League. So next up, I'm going to activate Green Lantern. He's going to run. He's going to spend 2 to run. That puts him at 7. So I've already kind of measured that. But that puts him right about there. Puts him right there. And puts him in line of sight and range of his once-a-game attack of Green Gatling, which is a cost 5 It is an energy attack, and it is range 12, and it is Pierce 5 and Overload Irresistible. So I'm going to attack with an Overload on that, and I'm actually also going to use Force of Will, or excuse me, Power of Will, which allows you to use willpower for your attack stat as opposed to your attack, which is it costs 0, and I can do that once a turn. Okay, so we're going to do the Green Gatling. It has Pierce 5, so that actually will hit Steppenwolf and Manta. John, are you going to boost any defenses?
I'm going to boost Steppenwolf's defense on that.
Okay, so you are now at defense
18.
Okay, so with Power of Will, my attack stat is 12, and on 3 dice, that means I need to get 7 or higher to hit Steppenwolf, right? Okay, here we go.
Got him.
Definitely a hit. So that is 5 damage, and it's irresistible.
Okay. So 5 damage on Steppenwolf.
I'm going to roll to hit Black Manta. What's his defense?
14 on energy.
14 on energy, so I am 12 on my willpower.
So don't roll snakes.
So, well, yeah, don't roll snakes. I'm not going to overload that one because I don't want to spend my stack. So so that's a hit. So that's 5 damage. All right, John, what's up for you?
I'm going to activate Steppenwolf next.
Probably a good idea. I think he's got something. I put Green Lantern a little bit too close. I'm afraid there's a breath weapon coming.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Death Blow. So his next attack gains Irresistible.
Okay.
So he's got 9 power. Then I'm going to use his daily of Sword Assault, which is 5 power. So that takes him down to 4.
Okay.
And Sword Assault is a spray. So he's going to hit Soups and GL both.
Of course.
And it's irresistible, so that is 6 damage irresistible.
Okay, and I need to do my agility rolls
checks
to make sure that we don't, or see if we do half damage. Okay, so for Superman, his agility is 8, I believe.
Yep.
So roll 8 or less.
9.
Nope, so he takes
6 damage.
6 damage, okay. And then Green Lantern, I don't remember his agility. Agility 8.
Also 8.
Also 8, that's right, I rolled that before. So I need 8 or less.
Nope.
Nope, so they both take 6 damage.
6 damage irresistible.
Right, Superman is now officially in the blue, so I need to do a stamina roll. His stamina is 12, so I need to roll 12 or lower.
He's fine.
He's fine. So he's still standing up, but he's still in the blue, which means at the end of every turn, I need to roll that stamina check to see if he gets KO'd.
Yep.
All right.
Now, Steppenwolf has a skill called Overwhelming Ire. So after he damages a model, he can move 1 inch. So he damaged 2 models, so I believe that means he can go 2 inches.
Yep. Okay, John, are you going to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to...
So you moved your 2 inches, and now you're in hand-to-hand with Superman.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and do the Death Blow again, which costs 1. Then I'm going to spend the rest of my stack. I'm going to do a axe attack on Superman.
Okay.
So
and that's a physical?
It is a physical. It'll be irresistible because of Death Blow, but so whatever his physical defense is.
Right, so I'll spend 1 power to increase my physical by 2, which puts him at 17.
I'm attack 7.
Okay, so you need 11?
Yep, and I've got Elite Fighter, and I've also got Close Combat Master.
Mm-hmm. The Elite Fighter gives you +1 to your attack, and then Close Combat Master gets you a reroll. So you need 10 or higher, and you get to reroll 1 dice. Yep. All right, here we go.
Is that right? Your defense 18?
18, yeah. Wait. I am defense 15, 16, 17. You needed a...
I got it. Well, no, you're 17. I got attack 7, +1 for his combat master's 8, +9 is 17.
You need to beat 17.
I need to beat it. So I'm going to use...
So you're going to have to reroll 1.
I'm going to reroll 1.
Yeah.
Got it.
And you got it. Yeah. All right, so that does how much?
3 points, irresistible.
All right. All right, anything left for him?
Nope, he's had no power left anyways. I spent his whole stack. So.
All right, fair enough. It takes a lot to bring Superman down, but you're doing a great job. All right, we're going to move over to the Justice League. Okay, so for my next activation, I'm going to activate the Flash. And so we're going to do our 15. We're going to phase through our 15 and go right here. And we are going to do a kinetic strike on Black Manta. Or, sorry, kinetic burst on Black Manta. That's cost 2. So he spent 2 running over there, so that puts him at 7. I'm going to spend another 3 to do an overloaded strike with kinetic burst using kinetic charge to bump up the stun to stun 2. So I am attack 7. What's your defense?
14, and you overcharged it.
I'm going to overload it.
Overload it, so Well, I'm going to lose the points anyways, but I don't see that making a whole lot of difference. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Okay, so you're going to boost your energy defense?
Yeah, they'll take it to 16.
Okay, so that means I need to get you with a 10, right? Because I'm attack 7.
Yep, and I'm at 16.
You're at 16, so I need a 10.
Yep.
10 on 3 dice. No problem. Got it.
No crit, but...
No crit, but so you are 2 points of damage and stun 2.
So I am in the pale zone.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to do another attack. That's the same kinetic burst with kinetic charge. So I'm going to roll 2 dice this time. So I still need a 10 on 2 dice.
Got it.
Got it. All right. So 2 more stun and 2 more damage.
Yep.
Okay, so I still have 2 power left. So I'm going to run him and try to get him in the zone.
Hopefully King Shark doesn't get.
So I can actually phase through, and I'm going to put him here. And now I need to roll my
power,
which is 9, actually 10.
You don't get
no, it's a base. It's the base stat, right?
Yep.
So it's power 9, so I need 15. So I need 6 or
you have to beat
7 or higher.
Yep.
7 or higher, right?
7. Yep.
Right. So the flash is in that zone. Okay, so that is the Flash's activation. We're over to John's villain side activation. Okay, John, what's up?
I hate ceding these zones to Greg, but he's doing a good job getting models in there. So I'm going to activate Black Manta next.
Okay.
And
So he just took a fast fist pummeling by the Flash, but he's still got some gas in the tank. What are you going to do?
He's only got 3 power, and my concern is I don't want to running up to the zone and not getting in. So I'm actually going to have him move over. I'm going to have him shoot Green Lantern, I think.
It's not a half bad idea.
So I'm going to go ahead and walk him, though. So
okay.
I can get... Because the other thing
maximize
is,
your chances.
I need to get him clear so King Shark can move over that, too.
Gotcha.
So his walk is he moves 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to move the full 5, though, just to get him out of the way.
Right. You're kind of getting him out of the way for King Shark to barrel in there, right?
Yeah. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and harpoon... I don't have the power for it. So that will be his turn.
Get him in position?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to go to Aquaman next. So he is sitting on 9 power. So I am going to do a run, and I'm going to try to get into the zone. So he's going to spend 2. Puts him at 7. So that is easily within the zone, which is right there.
I have to roll to see if he gets in.
Yeah, so we do need to say, well, let's stop there.
Yeah.
And I need to roll to see if I get in there. So I need a 15, and his...
You need a 16.
16 total,
yeah.
And his power is 9, so that means I need to roll
7
on 2 dice, and he's in.
Yeah.
All right, so that basically puts him there. So now he is going to spend. I'm going to spend 3 power for a once a turn to do my sonic attack. So I'm going to basically try to get everybody in there.
Position so you don't get Orchid.
Yeah, make sure we don't get Orchid, but we do get everybody. And so that is cost me 3, so I'm going to spend my 3. It will do damage 2 to anybody who does not pass their agility roll. Okay, John, so you need to make some agility rolls. Where are we going to start?
Parademon number 1, first one there.
Which is this guy?
Yep, the one with the wings.
Wings.
He is. They're all agility 7. So
agility 7. Okay.
Failed.
Okay, so he takes 2 damage and is dazzled.
And then the that next one is Parademon number 2.
Okay. Whoop.
He is also 2 damage and dazzled. And the last one is Parademon number 3.
Which is this guy?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Somebody still got him too.
Yep.
And they all take 2 damage.
2 damage and dazzled.
1 damage though because they are resistant to energy.
Okay, so he has 4 power left, so he did a little bit of damage to everybody, and they're dazzled. He also has 1 cost 3, damage 2, range 1 fisticuffs attacks that is irresistible. So I'm going to do that against Parademon number 3?
That's Parademon number 1.
Parademon number 1. Okay, I'm never going to get that right. So his attack is 6.
What stat does that attack?
And that is attacking. Sorry, that's his Trident Strike attack, which is melee, fisticuffs and piercing.
So it's physical damage?
Physical, yep.
So I am defense 15 on physical.
Okay, so that means I need a 10 or higher, right? Because he's attack 6. All right, 10s on 2 dice. Nope, misses. All right. All right, John, what's next?
Then activate King Shark.
Okay.
Let's see if he gets power from Steppenwolf. He does not, way out of range. So I'm going to have him do a run, so that'll take him to 5 energy. And I'm going to try to have him go into the zone. If it doesn't work, I'm going to have him go over there.
Okay.
So he is power 7, so I need a 9 to get into the zone.
Okay.
8.
Oh.
Nope. Close, but no
Close,
cigar.
but no cigar. All right.
So instead,
So you bounce off the wall, and you're going to run over there.
I'm going to run over here.
Okay.
Then I'm going to spend a couple more to do an advanced pounce.
Advanced pounce.
And I'm going to, he's a wall crawler, so he is going to
Yeah,
be...
and we talked about it. That's fine. He just kind of...
Actually kind of works.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Actually,
good.
I want to kind of position him. Like right there.
Well, does his attack have a range? Or
It's
is it-
melee, so you got to be...
Well, they've got ranges on some of them.
Yeah, just this one
It doesn't have a range on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you have to be base to base. Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and bite and claw
Bite and claw.
the Green Lantern.
All right. So your attack is 7.
Yep.
And my base defense on physical is 15. I spent my last remaining power point to bump it up to 17. So you need an 11 or higher to hit him, right?
Yep, and I'm overcharging it.
Overcharging it. Okay. Fishing for crits.
Fishing.
Yeah. See what I did there?
16,
Think
so
you got it.
hits but no crit.
Hits, and how much damage?
3.
3. All right. So that actually puts Green Lantern in the pale zone. So I will roll for KO at the end of the turn. And that was King Shark?
Yep.
All right. Over to Justice League. Okay, I'm going to go to Black Orchid next. She's going to try to do a sweep attack strike on the models that are close to her. So that costs me 3, so that's going to take me down to 4.
That is Parademon 1 and Parademon 2.
Right, and so now I need to attack you. So it is a physical attack.
So I am defense, Parademon number 2 is defense 16. Oh, they're both, Parademon number 1 is defense 15.
Okay.
So a little bit different.
Okay, so let's go against the 16 one first. My attack is 6. And so that means I need to get an 11 to hit you?
Yep.
Okay, so first sweep attack. Misses.
Yep.
And then the next one I need a 10 to hit you, right?
Yep. Attack 6, yeah.
Yep. That's a hit. So that does 2 damage, but you've got a resistance, right?
Yep.
And it's an ensnare 2.
Okay, so my movement will be down 2 points.
Right.
Okay.
And then I will spend the remaining power I have on Force Field, which will give her a resistance of 2 against physical and energy attacks. And that's her. All you've got left is Parademons, right?
That's correct.
All right, where are you going first?
We'll go Parademon number 1, the winged one.
Okay.
He is ensnared, but I don't think it'll matter all that much. I am going to spend 1 point of power, though, for movement.
Okay.
That was ensnared 2, right?
Ensnare 2, correct.
So that will give him a 3-inch movement, which should be sufficient for everything that I do here. So I'm going to attempt to get into the zone.
Okay. So you got to roll your power.
Power 6, so I need a 10.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
11.
Nice. Did you get it?
Yeah, I did.
I can't see.
That's
Oh, there it
11.
is. Yep, there you go. Perfect. So you're in. You can move.
I'm going to go 3 inches in.
There you go. Boink.
I'm going to try to throw. I have 3 power left.
Okay.
So I'm going to attempt to grab and throw Aquaman.
Okay. So he's got 1 power remaining, so I am going to boost my physical defense by 2.
I have 3 to do the grab and throw. I spent 1 to move, so I can overcharge this with my last. I'll have 1 power left afterwards.
Okay. So my physical defense is 18.
So I am rolling 3 dice. I am attack 5.
Okay.
So I need a 14.
You need 14 on 3 dice.
Yep.
Here we go.
13.
Ooh.
Nope. So
Nope.
that's a miss.
That's a miss. Bummer. Oh, so close.
Yep.
Okay. So do you have any power left?
I have 1 power left, but nothing to really.
You don't really want to do anything with
Yeah.
it? Or you can't do anything with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to head then to my next Parademon, which is Parademon number 2.
Which is...
This one here.
Yep.
And he's going to go ahead and spend 1 power to move.
Okay.
And I'm going to scoot, staying in contact with Orchid, though I'm going to try to get also him into the zone.
Okay. Fair enough.
So...
Yep. So now you need to roll your power as well.
Yep, and he is a power 6. The other one's power 7, so
Okay.
let's change a little bit.
So you need
10.
10.
Nope.
Nope.
So I will then go ahead and attempt to throw Orchid.
Okay. And she is defense 17, but plus 1 because she's still in the gray. So she's defense 18.
So I'm going to go ahead and overboost this.
Overload it, yep.
Overload it, yeah. So I am attack 5.
Okay. So you need 13. You need 14.
Got it.
Okay.
17.
Okay, so John picked up Black Orchid and threw her 6 inches away from the zone, so she landed there and she's knocked down. But she doesn't take any damage, basically because she's got her energy field up.
Yep, her force field.
Yep, force field. All right, John, I think you've got the last activation now.
Yep, I got the last Parademon. He's going to spend 2 points of power to run.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to get him in the zone.
All right, and you got to roll your thing again, right?
And this one has a higher power than the others. He is power 7.
Ooh. So you need a 13 now.
And 9.
9. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Big 9.
I was thinking of attack.
9. Got it.
Got it. All right, you're in.
So he's in the zone.
Okay.
He spent 2 power of his 7, so he has 5 left. And I'm going to attempt to chuck Aquaman.
All right.
I will overcharge that.
Okay. So he again boosted his defense. So he has defense 18.
And I'm attack 5, but because there's a second Parademon in base to base, the swarm rule kicks in.
Right.
Oh, but it's melee attack. This is not a melee attack.
It's a grab and throw.
Yeah.
Right.
So, attack 5.
So you need, what do you need?
What's his defense again?
18.
18, so I need a 14.
14.
12. Nope.
Ah, bummer.
Yep.
All right. So we're all in the zone. We're having a little party. And I think that's everybody, right?
Yep. So we gotta make some KO checks.
We do. To the turn, so we need to do some KO checks. What do we got, John?
Black Manta, stamina 9.
Okay, let's see what happens.
9, so he's okay.
He's okay. And who else?
Poison Ivy, stamina 8.
Oh,
Snakes.
he's fine. Okay, so Superman needs to do a KO check as well. He's stamina 12. He's
still up.
Fine.
GL.
And Green Lantern, I think, is stamina 8. I want to say. Nope, stamina 7. So stamina 7 for him.
Out.
He's KO'd, so he's down.
Yep.
Right? Okay, so Green Lantern is down. I had 2 points from turn 1, and Flash is back in this zone again, so another 2 points. So that's 4 for the Justice League. And then over here, we've got both the Justice League and the villains in that zone, so that's contested and no score there. So the score at the end of round 3 is 4-0. We're going to move on to turn 4. Okay, so that was turn 3. We're going to reset our power levels, and we're going to come back for turn 4. Okay, top of turn 4, John won the dice pick for first activation. So, John, what are you going to do?
I'm going to activate Steppenwolf.
Okay, probably a good choice to just take Superman out of the equation.
Yeah, how much damage does he have left right now?
I think he's got about...
3?
Yeah, 3 left.
Okay. So, first step I'm going to do is I'm going to have him do his death blow. So the next attack he makes is irresistible.
Okay.
Then I'm going to have him do his axe. What the idea being is that there's a push on that so I can start moving him backwards too.
Okay.
So that is a physical attack. So
I will spend 1 point to boost my defense.
So what does that put you at?
That puts me at 17.
Okay, so I would need a 10 to hit.
Okay. You want to overload that?
I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to keep this nice and cheap. You know what? Yeah, I will do it. Just to...
How much damage would it do?
3 points.
Well, that would kill him.
Yeah.
Right, so you might want to...
Yeah,
you might as well spend that.
So that takes him down to 6.
Right.
Okay. So I am rolling 3 dice.
Okay.
Plus, attack 7, but plus 1 because of his special ability.
Right.
So...
You need a 10 or higher, right?
That would put to 18.
Yeah, you need to be better than 17.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll work. 10.
10.
Crit.
Okay, there you go. Well, I don't think it really matters because 3 will do them anyways, right?
Yeah, so
okay, so Superman is down.
Yep.
Okay, Superman has cleaved by Steppenwolf and is out of the game. What's next, John? You still got some power on him, yeah?
I do, and plus he has overwhelming ire, so we can move up to 1 inch when he takes out a model. So he's going to put him up to here. I'm probably still going to have to move anyways.
Yeah.
Because his attack is 2-inch range. Yeah, I ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 of his remaining 6 power. Takes him to 5. And this will make the plant go away.
Yeah, it makes the plant go away because you stomp on it, yep.
So I'm going to go here.
Okay, so you get him in there.
So he's down to 5 power.
Attack Green Lantern, yeah?
Yep.
All right.
Spend 3 of my remaining power to hit him with my axe.
All right, so I am defense 12 because I am knocked down.
Yep. And I am attack 7 plus 1 because the special ability is 8, and I can reroll one of the dice because of his other abilities.
Gotcha.
So I need a 5.
All right, here we go.
It's an 8.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and reroll that 1 just to see if I
see if you can get a crit. Yep.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so you do how much damage?
3 damage.
All right. Green Lantern is still in the pail, but he's taken quite a bit of damage. Anything left on
Steppenwolf?
Steppenwolf, thank you.
I think the tank's empty.
Tank is
He has
empty.
2 power left. That's it.
All right,
Call
so
it turn.
we are going to go to the Justice League now. So I'm going to activate the Flash, and so he's going to try to strip some power off of Poison Ivy. So he's actually within 10, so I can spend 1 power, get her over here, and we're going to do the Kinetic Burst with the Kinetic Charge attack. I'm going to overload that.
I'm going to go ahead and spend a point to increase. So that's an energy attack, right?
That is an energy attack.
Oh, increase my energy defense.
Yep. Okay, so I have, my attack is 7.
So I am currently then with that bonus, 17 defense.
Okay, so that means I need 11 on 3 dice to hit you.
Yep.
That's going to cost me, so 1 power to run, or to walk there.
Yep.
And then 3 power to do the punch. 5. All right, so I need 11 on 3 dice. No problem.
Yep, got
Yeah.
12.
12 as a matter of fact. So that does 2 damage and 2 stun.
So I'm still in the pail.
I'm going to do another one of those. That's a green power, so I'm going to overload that one as well. I need an 11 on 3 dice.
12.
A crit.
Yeah,
a
it's
double.
1 extra damage.
Is that 2 extra damage?
No,
Is
no.
it only you only crit once?
Yeah,
okay.
you crit once or
so
not at
that's
all.
3 damage and 2 stun.
So Ivy needs to roll for KO.
Okay.
Oh, Ivy, one more hit and she's out.
Oh, do I wanna? I've got.
Let me see if she gets KO'd.
Yeah. Actually, you do need to roll that immediately, don't you?
So because she's at the end there, so she has stamina 8.
Mm-hmm.
She's fine.
She's fine.
Yep,
Okay.
she's still in it.
And so I am going to spend 1 more power and try to get back into the zone.
You're not going to stick around to try to finish off Ivy?
Nah. How much power does she have left?
4.
Okay. Because I want to score the points. So I need to roll my power, which is 9, I believe. Yep. So I need a 6 because I need to hit 15.
You need yeah, your power's 9, so you
Yep.
need a 7.
I need a 7.
Yep.
Right. Didn't get in the zone.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Bummer.
Yeah.
All right. So that is actually. Let's get as far away
Yeah.
from her as possible. Yeah.
So you can add a couple inches of movement.
Yeah. So put him right. Well, he's not in the zone. We should put him right there.
Yeah.
And that is the Flash. What's next?
King Shark.
All right, makes sense.
He gets +1 power from being in proximity to Steppenwolf.
Sure does.
And he is going to he's going to bite and claw Green Lantern.
Okay.
So he is power 7.
Okay.
And Green Lantern is -2 defense, -3 defense.
-3 defense.
Because
Yep.
he's
So
been
defense
KO'd.
12.
Okay, so I need a 6.
You need a 6. Here we go.
I'm not bothering boosting or anything on this. I'm just
Probably
going to buy more attacks.
I think, yeah.
Hits.
That's a hit.
So 3 more damage to GL.
So that leaves Green Lantern with only 2 health boxes left, and it puts me in the blue. So I need to make an immediate KO check. His stamina is 7, I want to say. Yep, stamina 7. So that's not good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a knocked out Hal Jordan, prone, about to be eaten by a giant king shark. John, what are we going to do?
King Shark's going to bite and claw him again.
Okay, this makes sense.
Yep. It's going to keep doing what works.
Yeah, you do that shark thing.
That hits.
All right. And for how much damage?
3 damage.
And that will put him in the dirt. All right, so he is out.
So long, GL.
So you still got 4 power in the tank with King Shark. What do you want to do there?
I'm going to spend 2 points. I'm just going to do this all at once. I'm going to do 2 points for a run and 2 more points for his advanced pounce.
Okay, so you're just going to do your move.
15-inch move.
All right, fair enough. Does that get you into the zone? Not quite.
It puts me right on the edge.
Yeah, it puts you like a ½ inch out, I think.
Yep.
Something.
It's like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and that's everything in the tank for him.
Yep.
All right, now back over to the Justice League. I'm gonna go over to Fish Sticks. I mean, Aquaman. Actually, folks, I love Aquaman. Don't take that the wrong way. So we'll go to Aquaman here, and he has got a once per game attack, which is a lightning blast, which does 4 damage. These guys have resistance 1, but as much as I really wanted to do that and would actually do some damage potentially to a bunch of people, really the key here is to get them out of the zone so I can score, hopefully. Their ability to get back into the zone. He rolled really well last time, so maybe not. We'll see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do a grab and throw on which I can't remember the numbers, John.
That one
That's
is
the come at me, bro.
Parademon number 3.
Okay.
And he has defense against physical of 16.
All right. So I am going to try to do a grab and throw on him. I'm going to spend the extra point to overload that. So that's going to cost me 4. And so you're 16.
Yep.
And I am attack 6. So that means I need an 11.
Yep. And these guys are size
Should be
3.
Okay, and I'm strength 4, so I can
do it. Yep.
Pick you up. So I need 11 on 3 dice. So that didn't really go to plan. So I'm going to shift up my tactics here. So he actually has 5 power left. So right now I'm just going to do a trident strike that costs me 3. It's 2 damage and it's irresistible. Which one of these guys is worse for wear?
That'd be the winged one, Parademon number 1.
Okay, so we're going to target him. So I need a attack 6. What do I need?
He has a defense against physical, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
15.
All right, so that means I need a 10.
10.
I need 10 on 2 dice. All right, over to the villains. Who's next?
I'm going to activate Manta.
All right.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to move him a little bit. We'll do a walk move.
Okay.
He's not going to need a whole lot, so that gives him 5 inches of movement.
Right. Put him there.
So now I'm going to, that takes 1 of his 7 power.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes him down to 6. And now I'm going to throw a, harpoon at the Flash there.
Okay.
So that is in range, and that is a physical attack.
Okay. So I've got 1 point left, so I'm going to boost my physical defense by 1, which puts me at defense 20.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get the extra dice on that.
Okay, you're going to overload that?
Overload it. I
Yep.
forget the name for that.
Yep.
Forgive me. So he is attack 7, and he also has Master Fighter.
Right.
So attack 7, your defense 20.
20, right.
So I need a 14.
Yep.
And I do have 1 reroll.
Yep.
13. So I will that I need to reroll that 3.
Yep.
Got it.
Hit.
Crit.
All right.
So that does 3 damage.
All right. So 3 damage on the Flash.
And I'm going to go ahead then, and I think that Manta is going to call that a turn.
Okay.
So,
all right,
he's done.
Go over to the Justice League. All right, so last activation for me is Black Orchid. She is knocked down, so I'm going to spend 1 power to stand her up. And then she is going to try to run into the zone. Right there. And we actually stop there to see if I actually can make the check. And so I need to get a 15.
You need a 16, you need a 9.
I need a 9. Nope. So she bounces off the zone again, but she is in position to do a sweep attack.
Hit a couple of them?
Yeah, it's actually going to hit them all because it's a 2-inch range.
Yep.
So her attack is 6.
So where do you want to start? Parademon number 1 with the wings?
Yeah, with the wings.
Is this a physical attack?
It is physical.
So he has defense 15.
Okay, so I need an 6.
10.
I need a 10, right?
Yep.
So 10 to hit. That's a hit. So that does 3 damage, but you're...
3 damage? Wow.
3 damage, yeah. And it's ensnare 2.
Okay.
I don't know if that's really going to matter. But so he only takes 2 because of the resistance, right?
Yep.
Okay, so for the next guy, him.
So that is a Parademon number 2. He is defense 16.
Okay, so I need the same.
You said physical? Yeah.
Physical, yep. Nothing on that one. And then the third guy, come at me, bro.
Parademon 3. He is also defense 16.
All right, 10s.
Nope.
Just missed.
Yep.
So 1 damage to the one guy.
2 damage.
2 damage, excuse me, yep. So she's got 3 power left in the tank, so I might as well just try to get these guys out of the zone. So I'm going to spend my 3 and try to attack him. So I need a 10 again, right? Physical defense?
He is physical defense 16.
All right, so I need a...
You actually need an 11, don't
I need an 11, yeah.
These are more durable than the flying ones. So.
Right.
Got it.
Got him. So I can throw him 8 inches because I'm strength 4. So we're going to throw you...
You want to throw him over Aquaman and the other 2 parademons?
Not really. Just going to throw you back here.
And he is knocked down.
All right, so that guy was thrown back 8 inches. He's knocked down and takes 2 damage because he wouldn't normally take 3, but the physical resistance gives him +1 or -1 on the damage. So 2 damage on him. All right, John, I think it's over to you.
Yep. So we'll go to parademon number 1, and he's going to try to throw Aquaman.
Okay. So Aquaman still has 1 point. We will use that to boost his defense.
So I have 6 power, 3 to throw. Yeah, I'll go ahead and because he's got his water zone going too, doesn't
Right.
he?
So I get exactly. So I've got the water zone, which gives him +1 to all defenses. So that gets into 17. So but +1 for boosting that defense. So he's at defense 19.
So I'll go ahead and get the extra dice.
Overload it. Yep.
So I am attack 5. So
he needs 15.
15. So 3 dice.
Yep.
That'll take a good roll. 13.
All right.
Okay. We'll go to the next parademon.
Okay.
I'll try the same thing.
Was the first one the one with the wings?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next one is parademon number 3.
Okay.
So he has 1 extra power. So if I blow the first throw, I can try a regular.
Try another one. Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay. So.
All right. So another 15.
Yep. He is also attack 5. So.
Here we go.
Nope.
Oof.
And I'll try.
One more with the...
I need it.
Yeah.
Really high roll here.
Yeah, you need to do well.
Nope.
Yeah. All right, well, they tried, but they didn't get him. So Aquaman hanging tight in his pool of water. And is that everybody?
Last parademon.
Oh, right.
So he has to stand up. So that takes him to power 5.
Right.
He will need to run. So he can, when he runs, he can spend 2 and he can move 8 inches.
You're just going to try to get him into...
Yeah, I want to get him back in.
Well, yeah, because I threw him exactly 8 inches.
He will not be in.
So he'll be just... You want him on the edge?
Yeah, he'll be on the edge because he wasn't in before.
Right, because I threw him exactly 8 inches.
Okay.
Okay, so he's hanging out there.
He has 2 power left. Nope, he has 1 power left, so we can't do anything. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, so I think that's turn... Oh, there's Ivy, right.
Yep.
John, what's left?
Poison Ivy. She's going to go ahead and respawn her plants.
Okay.
So I'm going to put 1.
This have to be 8 inches from her?
Yes. Get the tape measure.
Yep, here it is.
And so I'm going to drop 1 right
Kind of there.
here.
There-ish, yep.
I'm going to drop 1 right here.
Okay.
And it doesn't really do much, but I'll go ahead and drop another 1. And
Yeah.
plant down.
Plant down.
One right there.
Yeah. Okay.
So then that's for free.
Yep.
So then Ivy is going to, she has 4 power remaining. So I'm going to live dangerously here. And I was going to do this next turn, but I have a feeling that Flash may still kill her. So I'm going to go ahead and use her other daily power of Verdant Growth on the Flash.
Okay.
So that will take her stack. And it is an attack. It's physical, so her odds are not great here, but I want to do this before she gets KO'd.
Right, and he boosted his physical defense earlier this turn.
Yep, against Manta.
So he is... Or was that energy? No, that was a harpoon. He threw a harpoon, so it's physical. So he is defense 20.
So I am attack 6, so I'm going to need really good roll on this.
Okay, so, and are you overloading it?
I can't, I don't have enough power.
Got it, okay. So...
Nope, not enough.
All right. So that was everybody and all the power that Ivy had, and that's everyone on your side?
Yep.
Okay, so that was the end of turn 4.
KO checks.
KO checks, let's do them. Do you have anybody?
Yes. Black Manta.
All right, Black Manta.
Stamina of 9.
All the people that you had me in KO range are now off the table, so I have nothing. So go ahead.
He's up still.
He's still good, okay.
Poison Ivy, stamina of 8.
And she's in the...
She's way...
Oh, yeah, she's hurting for certain.
Yeah.
Okay.
8?
Nope, made it.
Yep.
All right, so she's still in it.
Yep.
Okay, so that is KO checks. Let's do score check. Nobody scored this round, so we're still 4-0, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, actually, you get the 1 point because you took out Superman, who has 10 power, right? So it's 4-1.
4-1.
4-1. Okay, we're going to move on to turn 5, and we're going to draw from the dice bag and see who goes first. Okay, so I won the dice bag pull for the Justice League, so I'm going to activate the Flash first. I'm going to activate Flash first. So I'm going to spend 1 point or 1 power to basically walk over to Ivy. And I'm going to step on those 2 plants on the way.
You have to end your movement, though, on the plant to destroy
You got to
it.
end it. Okay,
Yep.
fair enough. Right, so
They're in a bad position anyway.
I'll just hop over him. So he's going to stop right there. So he spent 1 power to do that. All right. And then I'm going to do... Then I'm going, on Ivy, I'm going to do an overloaded kinetic burst and kinetic charge against, and that's an energy attack.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and raise up my energy defense because she's going to be gone, so I might as well make it as hard as I can.
Right. Okay, so that's going to take 3 energy, or 3 power, and so your defense is what?
17.
Okay, and my attack is 7, so that means I need an 11 on 3 dice.
Yep.
No problem.
Got it. So Ivy goes down.
She goes down. Some power left. I am going to do a kinetic burst with a kinetic charge against Black Manta. It's a 2-inch range attack.
Is that another energy attack?
It's another energy attack,
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
What's
I'll go.
his defense?
It's 14, but I'll go ahead and boost it up to 16.
Okay. And my attack is 7, so I need a 10 on 3 dice, right?
Yep. Got it.
Got it. So he is stunned 2 and damaged 2.
So he needs to make a KO check because he's now in the blue zone.
Yeah, at the end of your turn.
Yeah. No, it starts immediately.
Oh, you're in the blue.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm in
sorry.
the blue.
Okay, yeah, you do need to make that now.
He is KO'd.
Oh, so he's just knocked down.
Yep.
Ooh.
-3 defense.
Oh my gosh. But I can't kill him. I need to do 4 points of damage to kill him.
Yes.
Right? Okay. That's not the mission of the game, though. Alright, so he's stunned 2 and knocked down.
Yep.
Or KO'd, excuse
Kate's
me.
KO'd.
Okay, so I'm going to spend my remaining 2 power to do my once per game hyperspeed, which allows me to move 20 inches.
Yep.
Alright, and so the Flash is just going to go super zoom, and he can phase through buildings, so it's going to drop him right about there. And that's the Flash. All right, John, so your turn next. What happened? What did you just do?
I just moved Steppenwolf down here, so I'm going to try to get him. There's no way he's going to be able to get up in that corner to impact it, so he's just going to come down here and try to score in the zone.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get there in time.
And the presence of Steppenwolf may provide a good deterrent for the Flash to come back down there.
Right, right. Okay, so basically you just moved him over there, right? All right, so we're back over to the Justice League?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so I don't have a whole lot left on the board, but I am going to go back to Black Orchid here. So I'm going to spend 1 point. I mean, and she's going to walk around here. Definitely less than 5 inches for her first action. So that's going to put her down to 6. And then we're going to do the grab and throw. So we're going to try to grab this guy.
And I made a mistake at the previous games. I did not notice he's +1 to all physical defenses when he's in the gray zone. So he's actually defense 17.
Defense 17. Yep. Okay. So she is going to try to do a overloaded grab and throw on him. So he's defense 17.
Yep.
Okay. And she is attack 6. So I need a 12
yep.
Right, on 3 dice. All right. 12 on 3 dice. Here we go.
12.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
So I can throw him 8 inches.
Yep.
I'm right about there, and he is knocked down.
Yep. And he takes a couple damage.
And he does, right. He takes 2 damage because normally he would take 3,
yep.
But he's got resistance 1. Okay, so that burned 3 power on her.
+1 for the move.
Yep, so she should have 3 power left if I can find the 3. Here we go. I'm going to spend the 3 to do the rending attack on each one of these guys. So it's a physical attack, and what's his defense?
He is defense 15 +1 for being in the gray zone, so defense 16.
Okay, so, and I am attack 6, so that means I need an 11.
Yep.
Didn't get it. All right. And then for this guy, same thing, because it's a sweep
He's
attack.
got 1 more point of defense, though, on him. So.
Okay, so we need a 12?
12.
Didn't get it by 1.
Close both times.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. So that's her.
Okay.
John, you're next. What's up?
I'm going to activate Parademon number 1, and he's going to attempt to throw Aquaman.
Okay, sounds good. And Yep, so my water zone is gone because that lasts only for the turn.
Yep.
Or the round, I guess I should say. But he will do the boost defense, and that's a physical attack?
Yep.
Oh, you're going to do the throw, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a physical, so he'll boost by 2.
I'm going to go ahead and take the extra dice on it.
Yep. Okay, so he is defense 18.
So I am attack 5.
So you need a 14.
3 dice.
Yep, here we go.
14.
All right. So you can throw him, what's your strength?
My strength is 3.
So you can throw him 6 inches.
So I'm going to chuck him 6 inches as far out of the zone as he can go.
Yep, sounds good. Aquaman is not in the zone, and do you still have some juice on him?
He does,
but
and I'm just going to...
just move.
Yeah, I'm just going to centrally...
Put him more central.
I'm going to pink him right in the center of the zone.
Yeah, fair. All right, so that's your activation?
That's his activation, so Aquaman's next.
So Aquaman is next. So we're basically going to do a move. We're going to spend 2 to get a run. Yeah, try to get
One
into
to stand up.
Yeah, thank you. 1 to stand up, so that puts him at 7. And then 2 to move, which puts him at 5. Yep, because he was knocked down. So that's going to put him here. And so now I need to make a power roll to get back in. And so he's power 9.
So you need a 7.
Got it.
Yep.
No problem. So he's back in. Put him right there. All right. And we'll figure out what we want to do. All right. So Aquaman's back in the zone. The right thing to do here is to try to throw him out of the zone. So I'm going to overload a throw, which is going to put me at 2.
I'm defense 16.
You are defense 16. And so I am going to... my attack is 6.
So I need 11.
I need 11 on 3 dice. And Elite Fighter.
Does that trigger on throws, though? I think that was melee attacks.
I think you're right, actually. So that's 6, 7, 8.
That's 11.
That's 11. That'll do it. So I get to throw you... My strength is 4, so I get to throw you 8 inches. It's like the WWE over here, so that basically puts you right there. That gives him 2 power left. I'm going to spend 1 power to do water manipulation and put a zone of water around me. And that's Aquaman. Over to you. All right, John, over to you. What do you want to do?
I'm going to activate a Parademon number 2.
This guy?
Yep.
Now, which guys have not gone? This guy and this guy.
Yep.
The guy that just got thrown was the guy that threw Aquaman out.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he's going to try to enter the zone.
Okay.
So first up, he spends 1 power point to move. So we'll have a 4-inch move.
Right.
And now he's going to try to get in. So he is power 7. So he needs a 9.
Yes.
An 8? Yes, 13. So he is in.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and plop him down kind of in the center.
Yep.
And that takes 1 of his power. So he has 6 remaining. So I'm going to go ahead and try to chuck Aquaman.
Okay. So I will spend my... This is hilarious. So I'm going to spend my 1 power point remaining to give me physical defense plus 2. So he's in water, which gives him plus 1, and then the boost gives it 2. So his total defense for physical is 19.
And I'm attack 5, so I need 15 on 3 dice.
15 on 3.
Doable, but need to go to roll.
Yeah, you've done it.
Nope, 12.
All right. Well, it was a good shot. Any more power left on him?
No, he's only got 2 left. So
all right, nothing of substance.
We'll go ahead and go to him.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, all my actions are done, so let's just roll on to you.
So he has 6 power, so he takes 1 to stand up as 5.
Right.
He's going to have to do 2 to move, which is an 8-inch move, and I don't believe that puts him in the zone. I believe that puts him
right
outside.
at the edge of the zone.
So,
yeah.
Yep, that'll be his turn.
Okay. All right. And then you've got some folks over here to do some things, right?
King Shark.
All right, King Shark.
He's going to try to enter the zone.
All right.
He has power 7.
So you got to spend your 1 to
Yep.
walk over
We're
there.
going to walk over. He is a power 7.
Yep.
So he needs to get a 9.
Yes, he does.
Nope, got an 8.
Oh. Ah.
Um,
Okay, so moving on to Black Manta, what are we doing there?
he needs to try to stand up, so he's been KO'd. So
He is KO'd, right?
Stamina 9, so I need 9 or less on 2 dice.
Right.
10, he fails. He's
Oh,
knocked
so
out.
he's still knocked out. So basically, doesn't take him off the board, but he just can't activate this
Yep.
turn. Okay, anybody else?
That's my turn.
That's turn. Okay, so that was the turn 5. We're going to roll on to turn 6, and this is the last turn of the game.
Yep.
Okay, we are starting turn 6. I actually won the activation first turn again this turn. So I actually am going to pass to John because I need him to do some of his activations first. So, gonna pass to John, and John, you're first.
King Shark is going to try to go in the zone.
Okay, here we go.
So 1 point first move, and now he needs a 9 for the power check.
Right.
Got it.
All right, he's in.
King Shark is in the zone.
All right, so you own that zone now.
Yep. Don't forget, you also have a flash activation.
I do.
Okay.
All right, so it's over to me?
Yep.
All right. All right, so for my first, I cannot defer activation 2 turns in a row, so I must activate this turn. So I'm going to take the flash, and I'm going to phase him through that wall, and we're going to go right into that zone. I have to stop first before I get into the zone, but we'll just put him right here. We'll put him right there.
He's got to come in when there's big space.
Yeah, he's got plenty of movement. And so now I need to roll to get into the zone. So I have a power of 9. I need to hit a 15, or I need to hit higher than 15. So I need a 6.
7.
So yeah, because I needed a 6 to get a 15. So I need a 7. I'm in. Oh, yeah. I'm crit in. Woo! All right, so we're just going to put him right there. All right. Okay, next up, I'm going to have the Flash do a kinetic lightning attack. That's a once per turn, costs 2, does 3 damage, and does stun 2. I'll pair that up with kinetic charge. Since he moved, I get to add an additional stun to that. So that is a energy attack. And so my attack is 7. John, your defense is...
His energy is 15.
15. So that means I would need a 9 to hit him. I am going to overload that. And he's going to do that against him. So that's going to be... Take it down to 4 energy. Alright, so I need a 9 on 3 dice. No problem, and a crit, as a matter of fact. So
1 extra damage.
1 extra damage, so that is going to be a total of 4 damage.
Minus 1 for his resistance.
So 3 damage.
Yep.
And then it's going to be 3 stun because of kinetic charge.
But he is metallic.
But he's metallic, so it's going to be 2 stun.
He is in the pale zone, by the way.
Okay. Right, so he's got 4 power left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to overload a charge attack and add kinetic charge to that. So that's going to cost me 3, give me 1 power left. And so that is a once per turn. It's a physical attack, does 2 damage, and it's a range of 4, and it does push 3. So physical attack.
Defense 16.
Okay, so again, I need a 9 to hit you, right?
Your attack 7?
Yes, attack 7.
Yep, you need a
9. Definitely hit,
yep,
and actually a crit too. So that does 3 damage, but minus 1 because you are resistance. So it's 2 damage total, and then I do a push 3. So I'm going to push you out of the zone. Yep, right there. All right, and that is Barry Allen. What are we doing?
I'm going to activate the parademon that just got pushed out.
Okay.
So he is going to spend 2 points to make a move.
Okay, so we stop there, and then we decide whether or not you can get in. You're right.
He has a base power of 6, so he needs a 10.
A 10 on 2 dice.
Nope.
Ah.
So he is stuck outside the zone.
Stuck outside the zone. Any attacks that can reach?
Nope. Well, he can breathe fire on him. And he doesn't have the power for that, though, so no, he is done.
Okay, he's done. All right, over to me? Yep. Alrighty. All right, over to me. I'm going to try to do a Black Orchid grab and throw on that particular parademon. And I'm going to overload that because I need this to work. So she is attack 6.
And I am currently at physical defense 17.
So that means I need to get a 12 on 3 dice, right? Okay, 12 on 3. That's not going to do it.
Nope,
so that was
short.
1 short, so that gives me 4. I can still do 1 more.
Yep.
12 on 3 dice. That'll do it.
Yep.
So I grab and throw you. No crit. But I throw you 8 inches.
And he only moves 7, so he will not be a factor in this final turn.
Okay, and he takes 2 damage?
Yep.
Because He's got resistance, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So there's only one action left that matters.
Right, and that is him. Right?
So he has to spend 3 power.
Okay.
To fly, and he can fly 13.
So
there's one.
So get to wherever you want.
Yep.
Right?
He has one thing to do, and that's if he gets in the zone.
You get in the zone.
I prevent you from scoring.
Right.
So he has power 6. So he needs a 10 on 2 dice.
10 on 2 dice. Here it is. Here it is, folks.
14.
Got it.
So he goes into the zone.
You're in the zone. Do you want to be a specific place? Do you care?
Not really, because even if I throw one of your guys out, you still have a second model in there who can score.
Right.
So game will end at the end of the turn.
Right.
It will prevent you scoring there.
But he has not gone yet. Aquaman has not gone yet.
Then I would like to
I was going to say, so this is important.
Yeah, I would like to throw then.
Okay, who do you want to throw? Aquaman?
I would like to throw Aquaman.
Okay, so you want to be right there.
And I should have timed it a little differently, but
That's
whatever.
all right. All right.
So
hold on. Aquaman, I want to increase his physical defense. He has the
Nope, that expires at the end of the turn. That
right.
expires at the end of the turn.
So he goes down to 8. We apologize, but the video cut out in the last few turns, and we didn't notice it. But we finished the battle, and we have an outcome. But we lost a little bit of the video, so we're just going to kind of narrate what happened. So John moved this parademon in, and he did a grab and a throw, and he successfully grabbed and threw Aquaman out of the zone to about a tune of 8 inches.
6 inches.
6 inches, sorry, excuse me. So right about there. And so then Aquaman had, I believe, 8 power left on him. And so basically he said, okay, I activate Aquaman, my last guy. So he went back into the zone. He stopped there. He rolled well enough to get back into the zone, so that's good. Still don't score at this point. But then I did a grab and throw, an overloaded grab and throw, which was successful. And then I threw this parademon out of the zone, which was pretty clutch. And so that basically is the end of the game, because there's no other models that can actually get in there. Everyone else has been activated or thrown, and Justice League actually owns that zone at the end of the turn. So that was the end of turn 6. It was a pretty clutch moment at the end of the game. Sorry we lost that footage, but we did want to kind of let you know what happened. And so let's quickly go over the victory points, John.
Justice League got 6 victory points, and Steppenwolf's team got 3, so Justice League victory.
Right, right. So you got 2 points for having King Shark in that zone. I had 2 points for turn 1, 2 points for turn 3, and now I've got 2 points over here at turn 6. And so the total is 6-3 Justice League. What a fantastic freaking game. That was so much fun. And we're really loving this rule system, so we hope you enjoyed it. So we're going to go through a little bit of post-game analysis after this, and we'll be right back. Okay, thanks again for watching our first DC Miniatures Universe game, game from Night Models that we've recently found and have gotten really inspired to play. And so we're really delighted to bring you our first video battle report of this game system. I thought that was one hell of a game. John, what did you think?
Oh, I enjoyed it a lot.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Tell me, give me some high-level impressions about let's talk about before we talk about the game, let's talk about the game system a little bit. I mean, high-level impressions. What's your take on this game?
I like the system a lot. I made some mistakes on it with not being aware of some of my model stats, especially the gray upgrades.
We're still learning.
And there's a lot there on each model.
Right.
So that's what I think is the strength of it, is there's quite a bit of depth to it. And the concern I had before we started playing was that it would just be like models pairing off and just punching each other till they're dead.
Right.
But it sure didn't feel that way.
Not at all. And the thing that I love about this game is that you look at how the game actually plays, and then you think about the superheroes or the supervillains that the models represent. The models in the game behave exactly like you would expect them coming off the comic pages. It is almost eerie how well Night Models has done translating the game mechanics into a thing that really truly resonates with what you see on the screen or in the comic book.
The only thing I'm going to say on that is if you're a new player to this, you are better off going with newer models.
Yep.
They seem to have gotten more confident with the stats of them, and they more replicate what the comic book comparison is, and then also they're not metal, so they're a little bit easier to paint.
Right,
but,
I agree.
But I do think the more recent models tend to have more cohesive stat blocks.
Right, and I think they do. They are getting better at the models. I mean, the sculpts of everything are just gorgeous. Even even the beginning sculpts are it's just fantastic quality. I think the gameplay, they like you say, I think they are getting more confident. So things like Poison Ivy, we'll talk about that a little bit. What an incredible mechanic on her. And I think it's only going to get better and better. You do not kind of want to pay attention to how models interact with each other and whatnot. And like you said, we're still learning the game. I've played 4 or 5 games myself, John. I think this is your second.
This is my second
game. So again, if we made a few mistakes in the battle, please forgive us. We're still learning, but I think we've got a pretty decent handle on it by now. Let's talk about this specific game. So we picked one of the games in the rule book and played that scenario. A 60-point game, which is, I think, pretty common, at least in the local meta, and I think that's kind of generally where people land. I thought this game was pretty well balanced. I think our lists brought different strengths and different challenges. Let's talk about your list. What do you feel like some of the as it applies to the scenario? How do you think your list stacked up against the scenario?
There were some issues. I think the big thing I had was I had some models that were fairly fast, like King Shark.
Yeah.
A lot of the list, though, it struggled on getting to those corners in a speedy fashion.
Right.
So, I felt that. I do want to take a moment to talk about Poison Ivy, though. Just because,
my God.
What I like with her is, and Greg will attest to this, almost every gaming system I love control pieces.
Right.
And Poison Ivy is probably one of the best control pieces, I think, currently in DCU.
Yeah.
She doesn't do damage output, but she does area denial, and she does it really, really well.
Really well, yeah. Like, if you can take out Superman, his ability to move, really, Superman he's a very expensive model. He does a lot of damage if you can get him into blows with somebody, but if you can't move him, he's just going to sit there and look pretty. He has to be able to move to get in close with his super punch to do what he is. Very point and click, right? And so I was a little bit blown away, like, wow, he can't move. He can't move. So it's like, he completely nullified that threat from your perspective, right? And I did see you struggling with the speed a little bit too.
And then Ivy could do more than that not move to thing, because she has a 3 stun spray usable every turn. So you got to be careful not positioning too close, because she peeled 3 power off GL and she neutralized Superman's movement all in the same turn.
Yep, which was bonkers good. That's GL's 12 points, so that's 30 points out of my list for one turn that basically can't do anything.
Yep,
which was just incredible. From my perspective, my list, I think the struggle that I have with the Justice League list building is that the models are all very expensive, and so you're going to have a low model count, and so you have to make the best out of every single activation. You've got to do the very best with your order of activations. I think I did a pretty good job. I think I was back-footed a little bit when Ivy took out my 2 heaviest hitters. But I think I came back from it, and let's just have a moment to appreciate the Flash. Do you hate playing against him? Tell me a little bit about your interaction with Flash.
I think he's great, and I think that my list could have really used his evil duplicate, Professor Zoom, would have given a lot of impact to this particular list.
And especially when you've got, I love the missions that have zones. We talked about this a little bit earlier, that it forces you not to just have a mosh pit in the middle, like the big fight, whatever it's called, that first mission. Not a big fan of that.
Combat.
Big combat. Thank you. Not a super big fan of that mission, but I get it. But I think from my list, I've never played with Black Orchid before. I'd played once with Aquaman before. And I've played multiple games with Superman and Flash, and so those guys are and Green Lantern, so those guys are all very well known to me.
I think Black Orchid's great for her power level.
And Black Orchid was really, really good, yeah. And it's like, she, strength, she can actually pick up and throw things. Yeah. So it's like, wow, that's a huge bonus.
Strength 4, yeah.
That's nothing to sneeze at. Aquaman was way better than I think Aquaman's a lot better than people either think or give him credit for. He did do a lot of whiffing of some of those. I was like, oh, really, buddy? What? Like, I saw the 8-1-1, and like I tried to do it there. Okay, let's do another one, 8-1-1. Like, really? So it's like, that was a little bit rough. But Aquaman's slow, but he's actually really tanky, which is great. I like Superman model, but he's just so expensive, and he's so kind of one-dimensional. He can make list building hard because he's so darn expensive. So I don't know. It's a good list, but the thing that I struggled with in this particular scenario was that it was just really hard to cover the entire board, and I think that's where the Flash really helped me because he could just kind of be everywhere at once.
I think the issue that I've always had with Superman is when you're trying to leverage his resistances.
Yeah.
It always seems like I've had tools. I've only played this twice. In both games, I had tools that I could just work around it.
Right.
And when you do that, Soups crumbles fairly quickly if you have the ability to work around that.
Yeah, if you've got magic or if you've got irresistible, Superman goes down just as fast as anybody else.
Don't forget that Ivy did her death kiss on Soups too and did 5 damage to him.
Yeah, and Superman is very expensive, and there's a big toolbox out there that can deal with him. So it's hard to make his list. I feel like it's hard. I love Superman as a character. It's just hard to make a list with him because he takes a giant chunk of points out, and there are ways to deal with him. But if he gets off a good super punch or two, you're in a lot of trouble. King Shark. He's almost a speedster.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that guy.
I like King Shark a lot for 7 points. He has 18 health, which I believe that's the same as Soups, isn't it?
I couldn't say off the top of my head, but that's a lot. Yeah.
It's a lot, and he doesn't have the resistance, but he has regeneration. And what I like about King Shark, he doesn't have status effects and stuff, but he has a 2 power, 3 damage attack.
That's amazing.
And that's just a bread and butter thing. Yeah.
Right. And you can have, I know you can't have 3 King Sharks, but you can almost have 3 King Sharks for the price of 1 Superman.
Yeah.
So, that there's something there. Let's talk about Steppenwolf. Holy crap. Pretty good for 17 points.
I've used him twice, and he's performed well on both games.
Yeah. He, honestly, he is... The thing that's so great about him is he's a little bit expensive, but he's got a great toolbox. Right?
And I didn't do as much of his buffs this time. The first game I played him, I did. I used a lot of his, but that one we didn't record.
Yeah, you paired him up with the Parademons a lot.
Yeah, and with this, I probably should have done that, but mistakes were made.
Well, and we talked about this a little bit. It's like you had a hard choice of if you had not put Steppenwolf down the middle, Superman would have just run riot all over your guys, and notwithstanding Poison Ivy, she did a great job of kind of nullifying him, but that's only going to work so many times.
You got to turn out of that,
right?
Because there's a role involved in that, so you're basing that off of opponent failing an agility check.
Right.
And while Soups doesn't have the best agility, he does have a pretty good chance of making that. So don't necessarily rely on that.
Yeah, it's a little too
swingy.
Swingy. Yeah, thank you. That's the word I'm looking for.
But Steppenwolf is great though, and his spray. When you make the thing irresistible, his spray just puts the hurt on people.
Yeah. I wonder what a Steppenwolf, Parademon, and Evil Lantern list might look like with all the sprays. Sprays for days. Just awful. I think Atrocitus or something like that. Anyways.
Yeah, your points get a little rough on that.
Yeah,
but,
maybe. That's a good point.
Yeah, but yeah, I think what I like was we saw more of the beat stick Steppenwolf, but he doesn't have to play that game. And I think depending on his positioning, one of the things I like with him is he could sit back and just buff his army, and then when you've blown all of your juice on the army, Steppenwolf steps in and just cleans house.
Yeah, he's rough.
He's good.
Really, really rough.
One thing I think is not addressed is that he has the best leadership stat in the game.
Yeah.
With that 6-inch bubble that he has.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
He's really, really solid. So who have we not talked about? Black Manta didn't do tons of work. He did a little bit of work on Superman, but he how many points is him?
9.
Is he 9?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
There's other better 9-pointers, I think.
Yeah.
I would want to put in Deathstroke and see how he performs.
Yeah.
Black Manta's... It's a little disappointed that he only has one laser shot at because his whole shtick in the comic is his laser eyes. Yeah, and it's just it's great. It's a great attack, but you only got the one turn. So
right. Well, you did a really good job of eliminating or mitigating my 2 biggest threats, that being Green Lantern and Superman. I've always gotten a lot of mileage out of Green Lantern.
He's good.
He is one of my favorite models, both in the comic books, and he plays just like I said before. The rules manifest exactly the way you might expect him from like reading him out of the comic books, and he's just a fantastic. For 12 points, he is fantastic, and I like his ability. The other part of my list that we haven't actually talked about a little bit is like, you know, you had mentioned that your list wasn't super mobile. My list was almost pure mobility.
Yeah.
With the Flash, with his incredible speed, and then a couple of flyers. You know, Aquaman's a little bit slow, and Black Orchid has infiltrate, so, you know...
Black Orchid can fly, too.
That's true. Black Orchid can fly as well. And I actually never really used that because she was over there trying to control that zone.
That infiltration was a big thing, though.
Because
That gotcha.
It made you kind of make some choices towards putting what resources you put over there immediately, right? So, I think that's a fantastic game. I really enjoyed it. John, any other additional thoughts?
I think that about covers it.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, yeah, we love this game, and I think we're going to see a lot more battle reports from us in the future. We are already talking about maybe a Kryptonian versus, you know, some evil Kryptonians. Who knows? We'll see what comes out of that. But we're adding models to our collection when we're getting a bunch of games in, and so expect more of these. And, you know, if you have any feedback or comments or things that you would like to see, please comment on this YouTube video. We love your feedback. And again, if we got a few rules wrong, we take feedback pretty well, so please, you know, let us know gently, but do let us know if we've done something that isn't quite right. Again, we've got a few games under the belt, and we think we've got a good handle on it, but I'm sure a few mistakes have crept in. But again, if you like this and you want to see more, please like and subscribe to Cranky Old Gamer. Please do comment on the video, because that gives us the energy to keep doing these. We see feedback and people engaging in it. It really inspires us to do more of these. So if you like it, give us a like and a subscribe and a comment, and we appreciate it. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.